like really putting like our fun, funky twist on this. He old now.
He old.
Hi, everybody. I'm Amy Newman.
And I am Kris Carr, and we are two filthy casuals.
We know that getting into a new fandom is intimidating with all the gatekeepers out there.
It sure can, and especially when there's multiple Earths, multiple Spider-Man, all kinds of things happening, new shows. What?
I'm going to be honest.
Yeah?
I'm not 100% clear on what this podcast is.
Perfect.
No, what we're talking about today.
I'm so excited about that.
Okay, great.
Genuinely, I was like, I'm going to try to make this as non-brain melty for Amy as possible, because
It's already like, you know, when you leave your chocolate out on the counter and it's just warm enough that you go to eat it and you're like,
that's your brain?
A little bit this week.
I feel like that's, my constant state.
Yeah.
I'm dropping the ball on a lot of lines of communication. But also, I don't know if you're running into this. A little quick side quest before we dive into this. You know when you have like 7 group threads with mostly the same people?
No.
There's just every now and then they'll be like, well, one person isn't interested in this, so they're not on this one.
I guess,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? That I'm mixing up all of those.
I feel like particularly now with friends with kids, there's the like, well, I'm not going to bug them about coming to my improv show because I know like them getting a sitter and coming out to my thing would be for a bigger ask and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I guess
Where it's
I
little
do.
things like that. And so now I'm not following a thread, or it's different mediums where it's like, oh no, that was a message on Instagram and I don't have notifications turned on there, so I didn't see that. Okay. Blah. Yeah. My brain's mush.
Yeah.
But we're going to talk about comics. This is like my
right.
favorite thing in the world.
All right.
Yay! Mostly what we are going to be talking about is Spider-Man Noir.
Uh-huh.
So, did you see the Spider-Verse movies?
Yes.
The Nick Cage character, the black and white Spider-Man.
Yes.
He's getting a live action series on Amazon.
On Amazon?
Yeah.
Because that Spider-Man is not Disney Marvel
Correct.
Sony?
Sony, yes! See? That chocolate's firming up. Well done, well done, well done.
Pop it in the fridge. Pop it in the fridge. You got this.
Well, and
lick the foil. You can still find your little dove affirmation.
I love those. Oh, they're great. Man. But so we are getting that same Spider-Man character now in live action form, still with Nicolas Cage.
Wow.
Which
you know
really
what?
fun.
I acted like that was a big get. As if Nick Cage is notoriously choosy about his
turning stuff down.
Yeah.
I will say, though, I loved him as Spider-Man Noir, and I'm very excited about this version of it, too. Some people have done I hope he doesn't, go full Nick Cage on it. Oh, I want him to.
You know.
I want him to, scream B as Nick Cage. That's where I'm at.
Right time and place. You're going to look me in the eye and tell me Moonstruck isn't a goddamn masterpiece?
It's beautiful.
He took my hand. Eric and I do that a lot, dude. He took my bride.
You got it. He's
You
so
gotta.
fun.
Again, there's a time and a place for
Yeah.
it. But if it works, it works.
When there's a good uncaged Cage,
Sure.
I'm there for it.
Sure.
And that's what this is. So this show comes out on May 27th.
Okay.
And what's very fun
What fucking days?
today.
Well, no, don't break the kayfabe. I don't know when this is releasing. Noted. I shan't
in your calendar.
I shan't be giving you any clues, dear listener. But I hope our moms are having a nice weekend.
Oh.
And I mean that because I'm trying to hit on you. It is not Mother's Day. I'm just saying what's up.
Hey.
I just assume we have a lot of hot mom listeners.
Probably. I would assume so.
I'd like to dream.
Yeah. What's up, ladies?
What's up?
So, this show is going to be a little bit different than some of the comic books.
Okay.
So one of the things I was just going to kind of talk with you about is just kind of some key differences for a lot of Spider-Man fans, or the Spider-Man you might know versus what's going to be in this show.
Who is?
Who is Spider-Man?
No. No, got that one.
That's a good question here, actually.
But it's based on...
A noir version of stuff. So you know how DC Comics would do Elseworlds or Marvel does What If.
Sure.
This is kind of that. So back in the early 2000s, this was 2009 to 2010, so I guess mid-2000s or so, we had a Marvel Noir series in which we transplanted the characters we know and love into gritty 1930s noir situations.
Like Archer later seasons.
Yes! Absolutely. 100%. So there's been a ton of these. Spider-Man is probably the most popular iteration of them. Daredevil was also really well received because the stories just kind of made sense, they're reimagining. But there is a Spider-Man Noir, X-Men Noir, Daredevil, Wolverine, Luke Cage, Punisher. We have several
Luke
other
Cage
Spider-Man.
feels like it'd be good.
Luke Cage would be a fun one. I haven't gotten to read that one yet. I read X-Men, Daredevil, Spider-Man Noir, Iron Man Noir, and I haven't read the most recent Spider-Man ones. I also feel like Punisher would have made sense too, since Frank Castle isn't superpowered and it's a revenge quest. But a lot of them just didn't seem to hit the mark as much as the Spider-Man ones did.
Okay.
And that's what I'm super familiar with and what this show is going to be pulling from as well.
Okay.
So those happened in 2009 to 2010. We also had a Spider-Man run in 2020 of Spider-Man Noir. And we just had another one the beginning of the end of 2005 into February of this year.
Okay. And to be clear, in the Spider-Verse movies, when we were doing those fun little offshoots where it's like, there's all these different Spider-Mans.
Yeah.
Men.
Peoples.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spider-Pigs.
They were all based on something that has happened somewhere in the comics universe.
Yeah, where there is a counterpart to that.
Okay.
So that's what this is too. And the Spider-Man Noir character has been in these comics, those movies. If you ever played the game Shattered Dimensions, there's a really great Spider-Man Noir character in there.
No.
It's a super fun one. And that Spider-Man voice is voiced by the original Spider-Man actor from the 1990s animated series as well, Christopher Barnes, which is very, very cool. But what is kind of different here is usually when we're talking Spider-Man, we're talking Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Right?
He's just a lad.
He's just a guy.
And no offense to Mr. Cage. Perhaps beyond his lad years.
he's surpassed lad status. And that's part of the reimagining they're doing for this series. So in the comic books, it's still Peter Parker.
We're like really putting like our funky twist on this. He old now.
Well, he's not even Peter Parker.
Oh.
It's part of it. This is where it's going to get a little brain melty. Are you familiar with the character Ben Reilly?
No.
All right. So this is a weird kind of thing to explain, but so comic booky. In the 1970s, they introduced this character who was a clone of Peter Parker.
Okay.
Who ends up taking on the name and identity of Ben Reilly.
Who cloned him?
Miles Warren, a character known as the Jackal. Yeah. It feels like a Harry Osborn thing. It's probably because Harry Osborn also goes on to make clones of like Gwen Stacy and all kinds of stuff. It's weird.
Cloning people is like, I feel like if I had a nemesis and they cloned me, I'd be like, hey, what is happening? Why do you want more of me?
Really keen on my DNA.
Feels like it feels very flirty to clone someone.
I think so.
Unless it's a sheep. I don't think they were flirting with Dolly.
I mean, I don't want to speak for all those scientists, but there's maybe one. There's maybe one who went, oh.
Welsh guy on the team? I'm Welsh. It's fine. I've lived in Wales.
I was going to say Scottish because that's my people.
Yeah.
I was like, well,
I have actually seen
jokes.
I have seen Dolly's taxidermied body.
What?
It is at the I believe the National Museum in Edinburgh.
Oh.
And apparently the locals call her Disco Dolly because she's on, I'm not kidding, a turntable with a bunch of lights on her. It's a very, I'm going to see if I can find a picture.
Oh my gosh.
It is a true, because I would like to get your real-time reaction. If it's as odd as I remember it being, it was a real, the National Museum of Scotland. It's like she's just vibing, but that all spins.
What's up, Dolly?
Like the fucking
the lights.
Yeah. A tasteful uplighting like a wedding from 2010.
Oh, man. Dolly, good for you, girl. That's great.
I just remember her little, like, beady eyes coming around on the turntable, and I was like, I gotta go.
I love that there's not a bad seat to see her, though. Just, I'll wait. She'll get here.
But yeah, cloning someone, perhaps the flirtiest experiment you could do on them.
Definitely. And cloning is such a big thing in Spider-Man comics. Like, there's she's not truly a clone, but there's like a water version of Mary Jane, at least in the animated series. There is this Ben Reilly character. There's a Gwen Stacy clone. There's all kinds of stuff, right? So Ben Reilly, most folks know him to go on to be the Scarlet Spider. So in the second Spider-Verse movie, he's the one who wears the cut-off sweatshirt and is voiced by Andy Samberg.
Okay.
Here, we are putting in the Ben Reilly character, and the folks behind the show have said there's going to be a reason for why it's Ben Reilly. But mostly in the Spider-Man Noir comic, it's kind of this revenge story. It's Peter going out and taking care of business. Here, we've got Ben Reilly, who's still like a journalist-ish, or not a journalist, excuse me. He's Peter Parker is, still a journalist and like a photographer for the Daily Bugle. Here, he's going to be a private investigator and a washed-up one.
Oh, the best kind.
Yeah. Especially in a noir.
What do I want? A private investigator who at the top of his game?
No, I don't want a PI who's got their shit together.
Oh, I don't drink till after work. Eat shit.
No.
What are we even doing here?
You brush your teeth with bourbon. Let's go. We also have classic noir trappings where he's got a secretary who's like his girl Friday kind of situation, who's not a comic book character as of now, like so far. That's the original character. Her name's Janet.
I really was born. When I say I was born in the wrong time, I just mean I think I would have made a really good Gal Friday to a washed up detective.
Ooh, you also do transatlantic super well. You would have killed at that time
really
period.
Feel like.
Oh, yeah, you would have thrived. I always want late 70s, early 80s. Mostly just because my hair would have done so well. Oof, it's bushly over here. Humidity, man. So we've got this noir world that we're living in with Ben Reilly, the washed-up PI. A couple other differences from usual Spider-Man fare. We're still dealing with a little spider situation, right, that gives him his powers. In Spider-Man comics, typically that is some kind of, genetically engineered, science-based spider.
Sure.
Here, we have like a totem of a spider god that gives him his powers. So we have a lot more supernatural aspects here, which is another reason why I think this is a show that like Eric I know will like, because he's a Spider-Man dude.
Yeah.
But I think because there's some like spooky macabre aspects of this could be a good Amy Newman show too.
Again, I think it's just the noir thing, but a lot of this does feel very like Archer Dreamland or Dreamland? Yeah. Like those seasons core to me.
It's super, super fun stuff. It was a really fun comic read, too. I loved this run.
So he can still...
This is one of the Spider-Men, too, who has organic webbing. So...
Like, I feel unwell.
Yeah.
I feel so unwell every time.
The internet got a little mad about it, where they're like, why does she have organic webbing? Because he did. Because he did in the comic, so calm down. Read a book.
I don't like...
The idea of webbing coming out of this man?
No.
Or out of Nick Cage?
I think I like less the idea of someone going, you know what I need? You know what I'll make?
Synthetic webbing?
Yeah. Neither's...
If you had to choose, would you go synthetic or organic? And this is a world where you are so just like scientifically capable that you're like, yeah, I can make synthetic webbing.
For what I have?
Yeah. For our purposes here. You are a science genius who could make synthetic webbing if they wanted to. Do you make your own webbing or do you want it to be organic? Do you want it to come out of your body?
No, I understand the question.
Do you want it to be a silly string canister?
Organic.
I mean...
Organic, but don't ask any follow-ups.
Okay.
Because I don't have a good reason.
Cool.
One time I accidentally shot my own mouth full of silly string.
Oh.
It tasted really bad.
I would imagine. What is silly string made out of? Isn't it just like glue byproduct?
Truly, like, it was the most chemical. I probably should have gone to the hospital.
How did you accidentally shoot your own mouth?
I didn't check which way it was pointed.
And you just shot
I was
mouth agape.
y'all. Kris, my tooth to mouth size is kind of fucked. One.
Okay.
So my mouth doesn't close maybe as much as the average person.
Oh, like my eyeballs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I was rehearsing a play, and we were doing a silly bit where I pretended to vomit and shot silly string.
Oh.
And I was moving really fast, and it was our first day with tech and props and costumes, so I was running like a crazy person and just forgot to point it out. Shot my own mouth full of silly string.
Damn.
So I guess that's why I want to make my own webbing, because
Okay.
in case it gets in my mouth, I assume much like urine, it would be sterile.
Yeah.
I assume I could Bear Grylls my own webbing in a pinch.
That seems right. Sure. Yeah.
What do you think Spider-Man's webbing tastes like?
Oh no. Somewhere on the internet someone went, I'm gonna lean in.
Is it water soluble? Because I feel like I'm almost picturing unflavored candy, cotton candy.
Oh yeah, like candy floss. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably something like that. Sure. But it's really durable. Because then, like, it slowly can deteriorate over time.
Yeah.
But, you know, then you got bad guys who are, like, hanging out next to the police station for hours on end. So, I don't know.
Much to think about.
Internet, let us know.
So
And don't get weird about it.
So he makes his own.
He makes his own webbing.
If you can't make your own webbing, store-bought is fine, though.
Yeah, that's what Ina always says. So that's nice. Basically, what is this? I opened a tab and then all of a sudden it said Happy Mother's Day from prison? What? No.
Oh, your mom reaching out? Marie, always a
Marie?
pleasure.
That's why you were in Aruba? That's why? Crime?
So he can do that, so he can swoopy and swingy.
He can swoop, he can swing, he can climb walls. And he was given these, again, from some kind of spider god, some kind of like other being. And in this version, according to Esquire, an interview they did, there's going to be this kind of distinction between like the man and the beast, where he gets a little bit more like chaotic animalistic stuff, which I think is just Nick Cage. And again, here for it.
Lean into it.
Really excited about it.
Okay.
But in addition to him, we have a reimagining of a whole bunch of our usual kind of friends and villains as well. Still, again, steeped in that 1930s world. We have our very first, well, not our first, because she was on screen for a tiny bit of time, but we're going to have a black cat finally. So that's the Felicia Hardy character here. I believe she's just called Cat Hardy, and she owns a nightclub, a little speakeasy. In the comics, she is a love interest of Peter Parker's, who also dabbles in crime. She's basically their Catwoman.
Yeah.
We have Tombstone, who usually is this albino character with enhanced strength and durability. Here, I believe we're still having a few people have like supernatural powers and things, but we're not quite sure how that is going to come out. Silver, gosh, what's his name? Silver Sane? Where are you? It's Brendan Gleeson. Silver Mane, played by Brendan Gleeson. Again, in the comics, usually a mobster kind of character. That's what we're getting here. Only difference is in the comics, he eventually kind of becomes a cyborg. We're not doing that in the 1930s. Shame.
Man.
Yeah. Brendan Gleeson is a cyborg? Come on.
Can't win them all.
Yeah, what a bummer. But yeah, in the comics too, the way they reimagine some of these characters, you know, there's the Vulture as a Spider-Man villain. In Spider-Man Noir, it's a dude with cannibalistic tendencies.
Oh, dear.
So this is a very, it's kind of Snyder-versy. It's the gritty version. Yeah. And
Is
so,
Gritty a character?
No, we don't have Gritty in there, which is a shame.
How about Mrs. Met? You see Miss Met?
No.
Miss Met bad.
Do I need to Google her?
Please do.
Matt? Is that it?
She's divorced.
Oh, I know this character.
Click on the images.
Lady Met. They're separated now?
Are they? No.
Oh, they're still together? Okay.
Because you typed in Ms. Met, which I think it's Mrs. Met, and the implication feels like
They're married.
she could just not want people to know. I'm a Ms.
That's true. That's very, very true. Who's to say? Yeah, most of these characters, we still will have a few folks who have powers and things like that, theoretically, but it is going to be steeped in a more supernatural, macabre kind of way, as opposed to science gone awry.
I'm so sorry. That's great. You did not acknowledge that Ms. Met's kind of bad.
I don't see it, but maybe that's also just because...
No, I don't think you
like
found the
sporty.
right... No, you didn't find the right picture.
Do I need to AO3 this?
She's
or,
really
what's
got...
happening?
No, she's got that full Mrs. Incredible body.
Oh.
She's built like a Pixar mom.
Good for her.
I really need you to... I need you to lock in.
Okay.
I mean,
I guess.
you don't see it?
I don't.
You don't see it?
Okay, that one a little bit more.
You know?
Okay.
Just kind of, I don't know.
Amy, what doesn't get you horny?
Ooh, certainly something.
We'll come across it one day.
Find it. Like the basics that would be bad things.
Sure. The
To be
scientist who's
clear.
into Dolly. That's one. Nope. That's the Welsh. From anything I've said about the show, any questions or concerns?
Probably many.
Yeah.
Probably many. Anyway, who is there? Are we still thinking about Mrs. Met?
Got lost in it. All right.
I got a little lost. So this is are we treating this as a spin-off of Spider-Verse, or it's very much its own thing?
I'm not sure yet, honestly, because the guys behind Spider-Verse are involved in this
Okay,
project.
that was something I was going to ask, is
Yeah.
the crossover with that creative team.
That I think there is going to be a direct correlation to the Spider-Verse
And it's the
movies
same,
and this kind
and
of
it's
thing.
both Nick Cage.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if we have that kind of continuity.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember, though, in the Spider-Verse movies, if he introduces himself as Peter Parker or Ben Reilly. Because we always have that moment, right, where it's all right, listen up, because I'm going to say this one time, and they go through their origin story.
Right.
And I can't remember if he reveals his identity.
Yeah.
Because everyone does like I'm Penny Parker, or I'm Peter Parker, or I'm Porker Pig, those
Yeah.
moments. But supposedly, because everything in like these interviews they've done has been very cloak and dagger and close to the chest of like, you'll find out why we did it this way. It's all right.
Okay.
Neat. Yeah.
All right.
Calm down.
Well, there.
In the cast too, Lamar Morris from New Girl.
Oh,
He's going to be playing a Daily Bugle reporter, Robbie.
fun.
Which is going to be really fun. And a great little dynamic between him and Nick Cage is Robbie is more optimistic. Anytime he's in a pickle, it's okay, well, there's definitely going to be a way out of this. Nick Cage as Ben Reilly, obviously, since he is the downtrodden PA, there's a lot more pessimism. There's a lot more
hardened
negativity.
dick.
Yeah, a hardened dick indeed.
Yay!
You are going to be able to watch this in two different versions, too. There's going to be the black and white version, and there's going to be a Technicolor version as well. So you can watch it in color, you can watch it in black and white.
I don't like being given the option.
Oh, really?
I don't like that. That bugs me.
Oh.
I think they should have just picked.
Yeah? What would you have done?
I guess black and white's fun. Yeah, I'm totally fine with black and white, but something about them watching it in black and white and being like, should I be watching this in color to get the full...
Oh. Did you watch when Marvel did Werewolf by Night?
Yeah. Because that was just in black and white.
And then later on, they released a color version.
It's fine.
Which I watched it and I was like, I like the black and white more.
I can just handle watching things in black and white.
Yeah. That's the way I'm going to do it.
Because it's not even like sub versus dubbed where it feels like it makes a greater experience or a greater impact on your viewing experience.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, just pick.
Yeah.
Young Frankenstein, that bitch.
That's what I think.
Tell me what I'm getting.
Yeah.
I guess I'll watch it in black and white.
That's what I'm planning on. Well, listen, I know who I am. I'm going to watch it in both versions.
And that's the weird thing. It makes me feel like I'm missing something if I don't watch it twice.
Yeah.
And I still haven't watched The Pit. So we simply don't have
Which
time.
is so weird. They did a black and white version.
What?
That'd be crazy.
That'd be crazy. They do have subbed and dubbed, though.
We're like, wow, it's very different translation when you watch it. Wow.
Huh.
Odd.
The only thing that stays the same? Baby Jane Doe.
said exactly the same in any language.
I'm going to hoot and holler when I hear it.
She's great. She's so good in it. Man, oh man. Yeah, so the comics and this new version will differ slightly, as most adaptations do. But it feels like this show is going to take some bigger swings, and I love that we're doing a live action of this character.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool.
This feels a little bit like the Sony Marvel answer to like some of the like Daredevil, some of that where we're getting some of those one-off.
Well, and like boots on the ground stories.
Where it's like, where it's because I know we have like Peacemaker and some things, but
even that got pretty like galactic too. We had an alien threat, and
that
sure,
real
it was contained,
insular. The Sony Marvel always throws my brain off of like, wait, who did this? What is this?
CinemaCon coverage, I got so confused.
Who owns this?
What panel goes where? I don't know who gets to talk about what.
Yeah.
Ugh, it makes my brain scramble. The melted chocolate is happening. But I think it's going to be a really smart addition to these stories too, because that's also been one of the complaints that has happened with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Is he's a friendly neighborhood character.
Yeah.
It's really cool that he's hanging out with the Avengers. It's really cool he's doing all this other stuff. And obviously that all is changing with the next version of the Tom Holland Spider-Man. But I think to do a story where it is somebody who is a very, superpowered individual, but human, struggling, working within his own city or even his own borough.
Yeah.
I think that's what works about characters like Daredevil too, is it is such an insular thing.
How do you think this show is going to do? Because obviously, like, Nick Cage, for all his ups and downs, like, that's a pretty big name to get for something at this, a streaming TV show. It just feels like so many steps removed to explain to a casual fan. And it sounds really cool.
Yeah.
It's just an interesting when we're already experiencing such superhero fatigue of like, we haven't had a new Spider-Verse movie in years.
Yeah.
So then to kind of like, remember this character that's briefly in this, and if you don't read this specific subset of comics, you have no idea, or seen that, you have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm curious how this will do.
I'm really interested. My hope is that it is going to be one of those things of, hey, if you know nothing about this comic, no big deal.
Yeah.
Because this is a reimagining of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
No problem.
And it makes me somewhat optimistic because I assume they would know with something like this, it's got to just really stand on its own as a high quality TV show.
Yeah.
Because you can't coast on any of the, haha, it's my friends on my TV.
Exactly.
I don't fucking know you. That's my purse. I don't know you.
I don't know you. I think shows like The Penguin and Daredevil, I think, have also...
that's true. This is very Penguin coded.
Where we're having mobsters and we're having everyday people get affected
The
by
Bride.
stuff. Was that all mobsters? I still haven't seen it.
Kind of.
Okay.
I mean, it was very like 30s, underworldy.
Okay. I still want to check it out.
I think there were mobsters. Yeah.
Maybe. But I think doing that, making it a period piece.
Yeah.
Making it so it's dealing with, crime lords, dealing with the Great Depression era, those kinds of things. Even if you're not a comic fan, you can go, oh, I can cling on to these things.
Yeah.
And go, that's interesting. And then I think also changing up it's not some young kid who watches his uncle die and he has great responsibility from this great power. I think having a curmudgeon-y, washed-up guy who happened to have been bestowed these gifts is an interesting angle.
Well, noir is so tropey. It's like you start explaining this and there is an element of, yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I know who's going to show up in this.
I've been a person who exists in this world for the last however many years. Like, I know the things that show up in a noir story.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think for your kind of the way we usually do average moviegoer, your average TV audience, this isn't one where you need to do a whole bunch of homework, but kind of fun. If you like this, then you can go, oh, there's a whole bunch of comics based on the same thing that I can get into. Because maybe you don't like the, red and blue primary colors, quippy kind of Spider-Man.
Sure.
Maybe you do want a gritty Spider-Man who's more out for revenge and hides his feelings behind a bottle. All right.
It's my kind of hero.
Yeah, let's go.
A mean middle-aged man. Sign me the fuck
Let's
up.
do it. Who has powers from some weird spider god?
Okay, sure.
Let's try it.
Why not? All right.
Yeah, it should be a fun little romp. We will see. I'm interested to see how this is received. It's such a great cast. I mean, it's really, really good actors involved here. I cannot remember her name for the life of me, but Kat Hardy is being played by the actress who runs the grocery store in Sinners.
Oh,
the one who ends up letting them in.
Oh, she's fantastic.
She's so good.
Yeah.
So she's in this. I mean, like I said, Brendan Gleeson, who's always good. Nick Cage, who I understand, there are some performances where you go, so this was a paycheck for you, buddy. I get it.
But I could see him.
This makes sense
This
for
makes
him.
sense. It's
This
fun.
seems fun. And even those quote-unquote paycheck movies of his, I always have a good time watching his stuff. I love a bold actor.
The man does not half-ass.
Exactly.
You might not like it, but whole ass, to be sure.
Yeah. Oh, and we've talked about this so many times. If I would rather be polarized about
Strong
something.
but wrong.
Yeah. I don't want to watch something and go, that was a show.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I want them to make some bold swings, and this feels like something that they'll do that with.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm glad I just learned this existed.
Yay! It's a good one.
Thanks, Kris.
Of course.
Let us know if you're excited to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
What you think? Curious. Yeah, I'm curious if they're gonna try to tie it into a larger, or if they kind of know, like, people have had enough of the, like, well, if you didn't see Into the Spider-Verse, I could see this being just it's just like a one-off TV show that just does a thing.
Sure. One, especially
I think that'd
because
be nice.
I'm interested to see how dark this gets, because Spider-Verse obviously deals with some dark concepts.
Yeah.
But at the
Web
end of the
shooting
day,
and whatnot.
you know how that goes. But at the end of the day, it is a more family-friendly kind of universe that they're creating that happens to have some dark within it. I'm interested to see how violent and volatile this gets.
Yeah.
You know, is this going to be like how Penguin is an HBO level Sopranos type of show?
Mm-hmm.
You know, is that what they're going to do here? How Daredevil, you see a lot of gnarly violence on that show.
Sure.
And sure, he shows up in a Spider-Man movie, but he also has a show where you see him breaking people's legs.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm hoping for here is we see a real intense pulpy noir.
I'm into it.
Yeah. But let us know what you think and if you are going to tune into it. And if this comic sounds cool to you, would this be one that you would go to your local shop and pick up some issues? I think you should.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Kris.
You're welcome, Amy.
And if you like the show, go ahead and give us a little like, subscribe, rate, review 5 stars, and pass it off to a friend if you don't mind. We sure would gosh darn appreciate it.
We sure heckin' would.
You can find us at Two Filthy Casuals Pod on social media, and you can find us on Patreon at Two Filthy Casuals Pod for just $5 a month. Get yourself some bonus episodes every single month.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Till next time, I'm Amy Newman.
I'm Kris Carr.
And if you followed this fandom, you'd be home by now. Toots.
Such a Girl Friday.